glad to see that you chose this very exciting session, which is coming up over the next 10 minutes. My name is Nørmark. I'm the Global Head of Innovation in NTT Data Business Solutions. We are actually more than 600 consultants working with innovative technologies in NTT Data Business Solutions. And we are in more than 30 countries. So basically, we are solving a lot of problems with technology, and we are creating a lot of value with innovation and technology. And you will see some example of that today. So what we have learned over the past many years is that once we have created a basic infrastructure for technology, then we can scale it to the extreme just by pushing money into the system. So this building here is actually 1 kilometer tall, and the price is $1.4 billion. And if you have $2 billion, then you get a taller building, right? It's easy. And at some point, we can take the elevator to the moon. We decide. We can drive faster, we can fly longer, we can fly higher. And my point with this is that this is actually what is happening with advanced technology and especially AI. We have now created the basic foundation, the infrastructure for this powerful technology. We have all the data we need, we have the algorithm architecture, and we have the compute power in the cloud. And that's the basic ingredients for scaling AI to the extreme. And this is what we're doing right now. Sometimes AI solutions in manufacturing can be invisible, even boring, but they can create a lot of value still. So this is an example from a Norwegian slaughterhouse where they had problem with knowing how many blue pallets and white plastic boxes they had on stock. So we created a computer vision model and AI algorithm that could detect and recognize blue pallets and white plastic boxes. And then we put them in the gates, and then they were counting 24/7. How many would go in of the warehouse and how many would go out? So pretty simple. Another solution is worker safety. So how can we make sure that the employees are actually wearing the safety equipment? Create an AI algorithm that can detect hard hats, vests, badges, and so on. And then we place them with the machines or in the warehouse and only provide access if people are wearing the safety equipment. Simple, cheap, solving a big problem. And as you can see here, the technology is working, it's there, it's just about implementing it. Going from the less advanced and invisible cases to the more advanced cases now, and exotic maybe even. So back in 2017, we started looking into AI technology. At that point, it was not even called AI. It was called cognitive technology. We started playing with this technology called IBM Watson that could beat people in chess and in Jeopardy. It was amazing at that point. So we bought our house robot here and we started doing some research. And what we wanted to do was to replicate human behavior in a machine in technology. And we started training this robot actually to behave like a human being. So you could have a natural conversation with this robot. And we actually took it quite far. So as you can see, our robot ended up in national television, being what we believe is the first robotic talk show host in the world. Also, our robot did live interviews on the radio and acted and performed it with some of the famous singers and actors of Denmark who took selfies with our robot and posted it on their own social media profiles. So we learned that, okay, this technology is ready, so we wanted to take it to the next step. And this is where we started also replicating human look and feel. The human face is the most powerful and universal interface that we have. Everyone understands a face. Even the poker players cannot keep the poker face. And we know that when we are looking into the eyes of another human being, then we are establishing what is called emotional connection. So when you look into the eyes of this piece of technology, you are activating some sensors in your body and your brain, because we are wired to really emotionally connect to a human face. So the small micro expressions, the little smile, the human imperfection, that is really what is dragging us here, and this is what we can do now with this new kind of interface. This is an example of our colleague Charlotte. So she created her own avatar in 5 minutes. She did a 3D scan of her face. Takes a few minutes. Then she has what is called a mesh. All you need is an iPhone. And then you export that mesh into something called MetaHuman Creator. And then you can start working with the skin texture, the color of the eyes, the hairstyle. And you can really create the animations and the smile like she is smiling. And as you can see, it's very high fidelity. It's photorealistic. It's very hard to say that this is not Charlotte. And for the people who know her, they can say that this is really looking like her. Also, we could clone her voice. So in a matter of a day, you could actually have a digital copy of yourself. And yeah, the imagination sets the limitations here. We started with some very easy use cases. So we created what we call a digital receptionist. I can just show you a quick video of that application. Comes here.
Hi, I have a meeting with Bjorn Jorning Viskar.
Who from this list is it?
Yeah, it's option 2.
Bjørn Jorning Quistgaard. Great person. Bjørn has been notified and is coming to get you shortly. Your meeting starts in 14 minutes, and it takes place in meeting room number 2.
Cool, thank you.
Hey there, I have a delivery here for... Hi?
Hi there. How can I help you?
I have a package here for Brian Hansen.
Alrighty, I've let Brian know you're here. Please wait a bit.
Okay. Wow, great.
Happy I could help. By the way, the weather report says it's going to be so hot today, so make sure to stay hydrated and get a cold drink in our waiting area before you head out again.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
And they can be at many places at one time, and they can speak many languages at one time.
今のは少し渡りにくかったです。今日のニュースは次の通りです。パラビーチと長期の緩和縮小を受け、景気回復は緩やか。
So now we have this powerful technology, and what we have done over the past year is that we have actually begun pushing it to the users. So a lot of digital humans are actually now out there in the real world. We are creating these digital human personas, so they are covering different job functions. So we have a digital human receptionist, we have a digital sales clerk, we have a digital librarian, a tourist information guide, a concierge, sports promoter, and you can really see that people are adopting and accepting that the technology is here to support us in these kind of job functions. And what we are also doing is that we are now using this technology in manufacturing and production, using it at the factories, at the construction grounds. So having these digital human assistants or advisors that can tell you about the security, tell you about how to manage a machine, etc. And it can make sure that you are wearing your safety equipment at the same time. So this is really what the technology can do today. So what is left is for you guys to think, okay, how can I apply this in my everyday life? Industry 4.0 is all about technology, helping and collaborating with human beings. And this is what will happen over the next years. So you can get started. Thank you very much.